Hi guys, this is Nick. I just want to go talk a little bit about the platform and maybe throw in some additional ideas that can be implemented, in the future, and maybe some ideas taken from some other platforms, and see how you guys can put it into this Digitex exchange. First of all, I want to say congratulations because I think it looks great. I think you guys have done a tremendous job on putting all this together, and it can just get better and better from here. And it's really exceeding my expectations so far. So, congratulations so far. I think this is going to be life changing once it goes live. So let's go. I'm not sure how to start. Let's go, for example, here, let's start from left to right and then go through some things. I think, first of all, I really like this that we show the Bitcoin spot price here on the left because we can see how it moves when it moved before that the the future tracks it really well. So this is a really cool feature, but of course here we would want to see like possibly a volume profile, of all the market orders that are coming in, building the profile of on the exchange. And so for example, something that I was thinking is I'm gonna go use the platform that I use. Something, for example, like this could be interesting, and where you can also choose some different options. For example, let's say if you want to configure, you can decide, if you want to put it, if you want to split it, and if you want to put it on the left side or on the right side, for example, or in the middle. I don't know whoever uses it, but something like this, and let's go configure it again, and so that you can see exactly, maybe if you want to split, so you can see if there are more buyers or more sellers, for example, in that moment, that would be nice. And then you would have probably this price overlapping the profile. Now maybe you can have an option that when you go on top of it, that it disappears, so that it can just shows the profile, with the POC and all that. So that could be an additional thing to do, in my opinion. Then I think that these boxes here could be, it would be better if we could move them around, like make them disappear or move them somewhere around here on a corner, all those, these little windows should be able to be moved around. Even the dome, we could, make it wider or smaller, like click over here, and I want to, let's go again here. If I want to, like move around, like resize, the columns, that would be, it would be a good thing to do. And this one show also the the balance in US dollars, and the open position, showing also the value in US dollars or in euros or whatever other currencies, that other people use. So that would be cool. Okay. Another thing that I think will be nice would be showing the depth in the dome, be shown with the, like with some bars. So I want to take the example again from Bookmap. So for example, here we have, on the ask, we can have the bars, that can show, the depth of market, right inside each column, so that would be interesting to see the level of liquidities that are inside each bar. Ideally, if you really want to do something cool, it would be completely customize the dome as far as all the columns. I'm going to take an example again from here. If I want to customize, all the columns, I can have you know, if I want to have like the pricing here, for example, you know, instead of this, what I have here is just the volume of the market orders coming in this moment, you know, that if I want to double click, it resets and I can see the market orders coming in, you know. Otherwise, you know, just you could have just like a default DOM, just like in any other platform, okay. But ideally, being able to customize all of these columns here would be good. You know, let's take all this off. Let's hide them, hide, 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 and hide. Okay. Yeah, so this would be, I think, something pretty interesting to have, you know, the idea to customize your ladder, you know, adding all these features. And for example, as far as the time and sales here, I don't know. I think that, you know, you could add over here like a little role, you know, with customizing, for example, filtering, you know, the big orders. If you just don't want to see orders coming in that are bigger than a certain size, for example, and not to show every single one, you know, just, or if you want to show it or not show it, you know. And if you want to move it around, you know, that'll be I think better, because some people like to use it, some people don't. I personally don't use it very much, you know. It's a nice feature to have, but it doesn't necessarily has to be there, you know. And the same as if you add the volume profile here, some people would want to move the volume profile and put it like right here at the place of this, so this is instead of the time and sale, so that it is right next to the chart. Okay. And as far as the chart, the same, you would want to have a feature here that I can like make it, you know, if I come here with my arrow, that I can move it around and make it bigger all the way down until the bottom, so that I don't see this window over here. Because if I'm not trading, so that I don't have this little window over here. Okay. Another thing that could be useful is like a little trade chart. I'm gonna use this example here, like use something like this, where you can just have like decide like your say for example, you have different setups as far as trade. I don't know, you have like a simple bracket, you know, that you can customize and have like once you buy, you have a target and a stop, and that's it. And you know, with this one has a 8 ticks target and 8 tick stops, for example, so that if you buy, you have it just like this, you know. With the buttons, of course, like the flatten and reverse, you know, that would be the same. Having the buttons on flatten and reverse also over here would be ideal, you know. And you can customize, for example, your different orders. You know, if you want to have a simple bracket like that, you know how much size you have, you know, for your specific strategy, you use a simple bracket orders. Or if you want to have another strategy that has a 2-point stop that goes to break even, you know, after a certain well, after like 10 ticks, for example, if the price moves in your favor for 10 ticks, you have a break even, you know. And you can customize your orders, you know, however you want. So that would be also something ideal to have, you know, like on a side over here. like a little trade window where you can customize your orders, and save them however you want to use them. And I think another idea could be having here, for example, a trade statistics page, where you can save, where all your orders and your fields are saved, and you have the entire statistics page, which is basically like an Excel sheet with all your statistics, the profits and losses and profit loss ratio, and time into trades, the overall the best, the highest run up, the maximum drawdown that you had, and all of those statistics, put them into a page, and it would be a really nice feature to have. Okay. Yeah, I think these are some of the things that could be some ideas, at least, to implement, but so far I really like what I see. I did see some bugs that have been discussed already, like the liquidation um, prices here with the little tier that that stays, but I think these are things that have already been discussed, and I just wanted to put in some additional ideas, that can be put into the platform. But good job so far, and I'll try to post this video in a private or unlinked YouTube, and so that we can see and probably maybe like throw in or discuss some of these ideas, and and let's go from there. I hope it's been useful. Thanks, and see you in a bit.